Well, we're in June. It's June 5th in game. Ooh. So weather has become fairly warm. We find ourselves on a Thursday late night. Okay. A quiet has fallen over the estate after the events of the evening. The few servants that are present for the graveyard shift pace softly through the hallways. The many common rooms of the estate are vacant and still, longing for the presence of laughter and discussion, and even the hounds in the kennel have grown quiet. The only sound pervading the homestead is that of the steady, driven rain above, battering the terracotta roof tiles. The house interior is warm and dry, its embracing comfort in direct contrast to the massive storm outside, unleashing its wrath upon Ikram. Rainwater runs steadily down the many windows of the estate, and the city's canals have risen at least half a foot since this afternoon. The streets are slightly flooded with an inch or so of water as the city's drainage system fights to keep up with the ferocity of this anomalous thunderstorm. Tucked safely inside, we find our party. From the perspective of their warm, safe bedrooms, most find the heavy patter of rain comforting, almost sleep-inducing. However, one stands at the tall window of her bedroom, staring up at the storm clouds. In bed, Tassos rolls to his side to better take in her form, his breath taken away once again as his heart fills with awe and wonder at the beautiful creature's profile and her fierce presence, and his great fortune to be allowed to take it in. Lightning flashes outside, and Thaxel's face is illuminated briefly, a concerned and burdened expression adorning her lizard-folk features. Her druidic senses tell her these storms are unnatural and growing increasingly frequent. Something is wrong with nature. Tassos asks what has her concern, wanting to share any burden of hers that he can. Thaxel writes it off as nothing and quickly redirects the conversation as she teasingly yanks the blankets off the bed to rile Tassos up and settle her mind with his company. The night passes and our villains wake one by one, the storm raging on as though anchored above Ikram. Okay, it's the morning after the crazy dragon fight that Eri and Rhea arrived during. Dragon defeated, harvested by some of the party members rather, and the rest by the Davin Star group. Went and managed the rest, and this rainstorm's been here ever since yesterday. Yeah, we'll start here.
After my conversation with Dina, I probably woke up really early. Would I know that anybody in the party could send a message from far away, like right away?
Who else can do it aside from Zell? Or can Zell do message still?
I don't know.
Is there anyone else that can do it? Malagus?
Sending is a cleric spell, but you would have to have it prepared.
But I wouldn't know. I don't know Zell.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
I would have. I mean, I would have had it before. So I guess it depends.
Zell has a slightly different remaneuvered, being new to the campaign and new to D&D. Gave an option to sort of find a setup that she liked, a little more comfortable with than cleric, and something that fit Zell a little more. So, she's running the Divine Soul sorcerer now from Xanathar. So, but it does pull heavily from cleric.
Right. Yeah, you have access to the cleric spell list. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, then knowing Dina had questions for her this morning, that wanted to talk to her, and that Dina gave her information, and that Dina uses some sort of magic that's similar but slightly different. I'm gonna go and knock on Dina's door in the morning, pretty early, like dawnish.
Okay.
Oh.
You're going to have to knock long and hard.
Then she will. Like, she'll do like a few, and then just like, I'm getting frustrated because she dropped some bombs on her about this person who we thought I took care of.
Yeah.
Dropped off at my family's place. She was no problem for me, and now she's messing with time and back in our lives. So
What?
you wanted to talk, and I need some help.
Is the sun up? And do you have coffee and bacon?
Yes.
I don't
That
smell
could be
coffee.
great.
I don't smell bacon.
Is one of the annoying house woman around?
You don't
just,
see
like,
her, but
turn
there's gonna be yes, ma'am. There's someone in the.
Coffee, bacon. Here.
Yes, ma'am. And they hustle off, and you can smell it brewing after a
I'm
few
not
minutes.
lying that it's coming.
I'll go ahead and open the door at that point.
Hi.
Welcome back. Why are you up so early?
Because I believe my family is dead and I need to get a message to them. And you had some questions, so I figured I'm willing to answer some things if you can help me get a message to them somehow. Do you have that ability?
I do not.
Super.
However, I'm betting that somebody that works for Rhea and Tassos at the store would have a way of doing so. Yes. Because Tassos was using sending stones with Thaxel. Or was sending the message somehow. So, yes. Somebody in Rhea, somebody within the family or who works for the family will have that ability. Because Tassos was communicating with Thaxel while we were gone.
Okay, so I know you had questions. I'm willing to talk about that, but can we do this first? Is that okay?
Sure. Go do what you need to do.
I walk straight to Rhea's door and do the same knocking. A little softer, hopefully, because I don't know. Yeah, just.
Yes.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hey, Ari. How are you?
Hey, I mean, we've been back for like 12 hours, but apparently I need to reach my family. I need to reach my home, the house in Stonehearth, and I can only send messages close by. I don't have time. I need help.
I'm sure we can find someone in the house that can send a message. Let me just, put something decent on, and we'll do that. All right.
Okay.
All right. You can wait inside if you want.
She's just pacing in the hallway.
Yeah. I won't shut the door. I'll just get dressed so that way I can actually go out and find somebody who can send a message for her.
Neat. People are snapping to attention as you exit your room. There's, they're prepped for you and Tassos and those that have all the authority. So a person runs over just to anticipate your needs. Coffee, ma'am, good morning. Glad to have
Yes,
you back.
coffee would be fantastic. And Ari here needs some help with sending some messages. Not longer distance, please.
Yes, ma'am. Certainly. You'll come with me? He looks over to Ari. Very well. And turns and walks and tells one of the other servants, get the coffee and so on and so forth. So they're asking you, Ari, and what sort of a message do you need to send, ma'am? Is this through
I know there are magical means to send a message to somebody right away and they can respond back. I don't have time unless
Certainly.
you can send me somewhere. What's easier?
Well, we can do that. Now, we need to be familiar with, is it someone that one of your companions or someone that we've met before?
You probably not have met him, but I know them very well. I could give you their description, where they are, exactly how far away they should be, everything about them.
Wonderful, yes. Let's, here, and they step into a small office off to the side. Please start jotting that information down. Names, rough descriptions, and location, if you would, please.
Can I just send one message? Can I send two?
You can send two. Up to I think we can do two, certainly.
Okay, so I described the lady of the house and the lord of the house.
Okay.
Describing them, obviously. I know them pretty well and where they should be.
Oh, I see. Yes, I've heard of the name.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to come home? What happened about the woman's name? I kind of forgot the one that I brought home. I would know.
Mavery.
Mavery.
Yes.
So what is that? Yeah. Are you okay? Do I need to come home? What is this about Mavery?
Very well.
Yeah, I guess that would be it.
Oh, okay, wonderful. And she waits a little bit. She summoned someone, and a wizard comes in a little while later, maybe 5-10 minutes later. Oh, thank you, Mariah, for the cheer! Yay! So the wizard enters, and she sits down on the other side of the table where you're at. Yes, well, I understand that you have a description. Yes. I'm looking to send this message. Well, you're in luck. I've attended ball with this particular family once before. I know them.
Sorry, tell them it's Eric.
Yes, will do. And she closes her eyes and begins casting her spell, dancing her hands about as she casts, and then rests her hands, folds them together on the desk. And now we wait. Sometimes we'll get a response right away, but if it's any longer than a few minutes... Oh! She holds a finger up. She starts scribbling on the back side of that same sheet of paper.
There's like on her tippy toes, like.
Awesome. Here you are. She turns the paper to you, and it basically reads that they're well, that Mavery is part of a very influential family down in Shadowgate, or the remnants thereof, and that she used pull directly with the prison to be let go. They took the matter up with, let me find a name here, with was it Icemane, who had the Bloodstones. Yeah, Bloodstones have they're in charge of all that. They're the constabulary force down there. They've taken up a petition with the Bloodstone as to why this other family was given the clearance to take their child out above the family you serve. But that the deed has been done. And
Okay. Thank you. And I just walk back to find breakfast with everyone.
Yes, of course. She closes up her spell book and carries about her business. Rhea, your coffee's ready. Area servant finds you two with a plate full of bacon and a saucer with some coffee on it.
Oh, that's for Dina.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And he runs it along. over to Dina. And Dina, you hear a light knock at first. You can smell some of the bacon and coffee.
Totally not caring that she hasn't put on any clothes, even when Ari was there. She just opens the door, and she's like, she puts a hand out.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Kind of shyly, like, holds the tray out, like.
Okay, takes the tray, looks at the bacon, lights up a finger, makes the bacon crisper.
Nice.
And then closes the door.
Awesome. And the guy finds his way. Excuse me, sorry. Back through the house to continue prepping breakfast. Yeah, so everyone's able to wake up. If any of you have anything you want to role play before heading out to breakfast area, please let me know.
I think Thaxel's going to wake up and turn to Tassos and ask if they can just eat in their room, or in their room, because it's their room now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Raya.
Oh yeah. Hi. I've stolen your brother.
Ari's gone back to breakfast to give Raya that lowdown.
See.
Yeah, waiting for Raya to find out that Thaxel is made herself a dog.
Ari not thinking, because bluntly just described, like, landing and just seeing everybody coupling walking off.
Yeah.
Like, New Girl and Demalagus, your brother, and, I mean, obviously Thanos and Taxel, like, not thinking, just rolling off after Raya went to bed. Then just sips the coffee and watch Raya's reaction.
Awesome.
Shit stir.
Perfect.
Okay, now I kind of want to retract and actually head to the dining room so we can.
Okay, fair enough. Let's stay in. All right, and you're like, no, let's not.
No, let's not. I changed my
right.
mind. Changed my mind, darling. Let's get out and get some fresh air.
Sounds good to me. Heads out. Everyone finds their way to the breakfast table. Demalagus and Zelkari, are you also heading out to breakfast?
Is it like 6 a.m. or is it like a
It's more reasonable time. It's probably 8.
Oh yeah, then she'll probably wait until like 9:30 and then head out.
Okay. And Demalagus?
Oh, he'll be with her.
Okay, all right, neat. Okay, so everyone heads out. Demalagus and Raya aren't. Demalagus and Zelkari aren't there just yet. But Raya, do you have anything you want to do before sitting down for breakfast?
Not necessarily at the moment. She's, it was a long travel.
Okay.
She's trying to get settled back at home.
Okay. And you'd know probably after heading in and everything yesterday that. Once again, Tassos is the only one that's home and running things aside from you.
All right.
All right. So everyone except Zelkari and Demalagus currently sit down at the table. They'll be there shortly. We'll say it's like 8:30 or so. It's a fine spread, and there's a lot of light-ish meals, nothing too heavy, but really nice for this rainy day where you're all kind of stuck inside.
Dina swaps out the empty platter of bacon and the empty coffee cup for more bacon and more coffee.
Nice.
She just kind of hands off the empties.
Awesome.
Axel's going to go over and sit next to Dina.
Oh, okay.
Morning.
Good morning.
So, that leather thing.
It's
How'd
good
that work?
time. Oh, fabulous.
How'd it work?
Fabulous.
Cool.
Yeah. You could do so much with just a leather strap. About really long.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You can tie up
That's
somebody.
true.
You can whip somebody. You can get. I mean, I tried everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you get your thing made with the dragon?
No, it's going to be a couple of days.
Oh, you'll show it
Yeah.
to me, right?
Oh, of course.
The diamond match. Oh,
Ooh,
skills and skills.
I like it.
Tassos saunters in from the kitchen and, pulls up a seat next to Thaxel and sits down. Ooh.
Odd.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. You're joining everyone, you said, Graham?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Dina just peers around and goes, saddle sore?
Well, and kind of looks at Raya. So, I'm mighty glad to see that you're back. You look a bit tuckered out there.
Well, I haven't been resting in bed.
I can't imagine that's been all that comfortable. Though I'm a little envious of you being out there and doing all this adventuring.
Sure. I'm a little envious of your, your relaxation and time for pleasure.
Kind of looks, at Thaxel, and he knows the third degree from her sisters. Well, yeah, I suppose I've made a little time for luxury as well as business, but things are still running a tight ship here in your stead. I promise, haven't let anything fall below the order in which you'd like it.
Well, that's good. I mean, there are pleasures of staying home, so I can't fault you for that. I do want to speak to you at some point and find out where our father is, but we don't have to do that at the table.
All right.
Not everyone needs to know.
Certainly. Will do. Well, do you have any particular favorite breakfast? I feel like Tassos would totally have told someone to make your favorite breakfast.
Oh, yes. She probably enjoys something like really decadent, like, I don't know, something really fancy, like a crepe, obviously bacon, but,
Nice.
Way overdone, lots of exotic fruit, Her coffee has to have, like, Irish cream in it, she's...
Perfect. Everything's just the way you like it. He spent the time making sure. It's like, I hope you don't mind. And he kind of calls out to the servant that comes out with a big platter of crepes and like you say, very rich, very decadent and layered, and all the works, the whipped cream on the side and anything else. Figured you needed a hero's welcome.
Thank you. I hope this just means you missed me and you don't have bad news.
Oh, no bad news. No, just it's a sight for sore eyes, Ray. I'm glad to have you back in one piece, and no one runs this ship like you do.
Well, thank you. It's good to be back.
So your friends here have all let me think. So a servant's gonna come running in at this point.
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask, are we just not gonna talk about the dragon? As she looks around.
Nice.
Well, when Tassos said, everything's just fine, nothing's really happened, and Dina's thinking, just like 3 days ago when your employees died and the store was broken in. She's just kind of sitting there and she just kind of arches an eyebrow like...
I mean, Thaxel's going to be kind of like playing with the dragon too that she now has made into a necklace. Just,
Gonna talk about that, anyone? Like, what, we were gone for what, and now there's a dragon?
Some asshole dragon showed up.
It wasn't our fault. Maybe you guys brought it here.
Yeah, I have no idea.
How often has a dragon come here? And she looks at, like, Ray and Tassos. Like, ever?
No, not ever. in my recollection. In fact, the only times I've really encountered dragons is with our dear friend Dina.
Well, that was just one, and that was a red dragon, and he was in the mountains, and he was a prick. And
This one seemed like a prick.
Well, this one was also. The young dragons tend to be that way, but this one's black. I have no idea where he came from. I've never met him. No clue.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
It has been a while. You may want to roll.
And Dina, you can roll whatever the appropriate roll would be for that.
Insight. Okay. Oh, are we using real dice?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
perpetually
Okay.
real dice. Sorry, Rhea. Real dice forever now.
Real dice forever. Oh my goodness.
Forever.
Hold on.
Okay. Natural 19 plus 3, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Is absolutely telling the truth. She has not come across this black dragon before. I have no idea where he came from.
29.
She's absolutely telling the truth. Never met this dragon. Had no
29 's
idea where he
amazing.
came from.
Awesome.
So between that and found out that Mabry is pretty damn well connected to a family down in a Shadowgate, I'm thinking a few of these things are not coincidences. You guys had a problem with her.
It's true.
I found out from my family that she's got money and power backing her.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if it had
Bloodstones?
anything to do with the drow that was with her. She had a drow male with her, an unusual drow male in that he was quite, and I look over at
To be
large, tall, yes, yeah,
Nice.
like I mean,
And a big
7
nose.
feet, yeah, his shoulders like this, and an ass like, not that I was looking, but
Nice. That's just as Demalagus and Zelkari walk in, so she kind of points over, to Demalagus, like,
yeah, no, he was. I mean, well, you haven't met that, but he was even. He was very unusually large for a drow male. I mean, perhaps that's related. I don't know.
Are drow common in Shadowgate or anything with the Bloodstones? Would anybody know?
Drow are common in Shadowgate, I believe. Are they not?
Yes, Shadowgate is primarily a drow community with Durgar as well.
I took that off.
So, would Dina would know that dragons can assume the form of humanoids, correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Dina would say, I mean, it's entirely possible that that drow was actually the young black dragon.
What did this girl come here to do? I mean, she was I caught her in
revenge.
like a day.
Get revenge. Yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe she'll no longer be an issue. But I'm pretty sure she's gonna be pissed at me. I don't know. Is that all that happened while we were gone?
Well, he kind of, Tassos kind of looks, over at Rhea and back, because he was trying to keep things as on the up and up as he could. But does realize that, well, we had Rhea, we had ourselves a bit of a theft. One of our people lost their lives, safeguarding some of our items over at the shop. The two responsible were taken care of. In fact, your fine friends here took care of the job, and kind of, nods over, at Thaxel with a little smile. And then over at Zelkari, who's recently walked in. They had a bit of a seemed to know one of these folks. One of them was just mauled to death, but the other one, they had some other business that I'm sure they can tell you about if they want. But they paid the price. They paid the price for their transgressions.
And the rest of us are in Aladdin's vanguard. We sort of left on bad terms.
Well, they're taken care of, and nothing was stolen, I take it.
Who were you directing that to?
Oh, any of you.
What'd you say again?
Oh, I was just asking, nothing was taken, right? And the perpetrators were taken care of?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I destroyed one of them. He was
And the things that were
not
taken
very
were
tasty.
recovered, I believe.
They were, yeah.
They were. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And
I think they're still cleaning up the mess at that place.
That reminds me, I need to go down there today if they're going to be open.
And Tassos, did you deal with this indiscretion
Yes. Yes,
that
ma'am.
happened under your watch? Did you plan a little bit better this time?
I did. I apologized and told the family directly, and made
I'm gonna hold his hand, by the way.
Oh, sweet. Made amends the best I could, and made sure that I set things up better so that someone always has someone else watching their back.
All right. Well, that's all we can do then. No harm, no foul, I suppose.
Appreciate that. And just around that time, someone comes screaming into, a servant comes screaming into the room. Sorry.
Don't kill your voice.
Yeah, don't strain yourself for this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's screaming so loud
And
that
the
he's
rest of us will go, oh, please, God, don't make that noise.
right. Oh.
Shut up.
So he looks in and sees Tassos, accustomed to Tassos being here, and then sees Rhea and kind of shifts from Tassos to Rhea. Well, ma'am, there's a bit of a, there's been some sort of an incident. One of your, we were making morning rounds to wake everyone up, let them know about breakfast, and your friend that's, an owl, a bird there, is, we heard nothing, no sounds, and thought we ought to do a well check. But when we went in, there was just nothing really left. So a couple of feathers and this couple of loose like old really old bones. And a bit of ground that was broken up through the tile of the floor. And we're really not sure what happened, but it looks like they're missing.
So, these bones, were they like in a shape of like a dart?
No.
Mary
These,
heads up there. Like, can we go?
neat. These are
Yeah, Dina's following.
I want those.
All right, I'll
I
grab them. Yep, you got it.
Okay, do you want me to come? I think I should come. I'm gonna follow you.
Don't
All right.
just go straight in the room. At least let us look into it first. Just in case it's cursed.
Oh. Okay.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Tassos takes your lead and stands up to follow the servant and others that are bustling through the hallways over to Valgon's room. And the door has been left ajar. There is a bunch of the tile of the floor has been cracked and broken open as though something came out of it. You see splints almost of bone that are out near the door where y'all stand.
Can I go look at the bones and the thing and investigate?
Mm-hmm. Yep, go ahead and make an
Yeah.
investigation check. And,
Dina's going to do the same thing.
Or do you want to do it? Do you have a decent investigation? I can just assist you.
It's, I mean, I wouldn't call it decent, but yeah. I'll do.
Okay, go ahead. I'll help. I'll just help Gina so she can have advantage.
Okay. All right, that's an 18.
Okay. You can see that this is actually just a splint off like some really large, a rather large bone, larger than a giant size even. This is a splint off of it. Were you in the caves underneath when that giant skeletal arm came out and went after?
No, I
Falcon?
was not.
I was.
But Daxel was.
Okay. Oh, and Airy too, right? Airy was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Um, Okay. So the two of you might notice it's old and decayed, kind of like that. You see a pack off to the side. You see a number of feathers. It looks like a struggle might have been put up, but certainly wasn't resisted.
I open up the pack. Is there anything in there?
I'm gathering up the feathers.
I want that bone.
Yes, as you take a peek through the bag, you find a number of things. Let's see what might stand out. Just a standard set of common clothes, a rather fine set of clothes as well, a number of bone darts made from almost, from skeletal remains. Let's see, a lamp, a potion of healing, a bar of soap, and a rather elaborate looking fan, like a wind fan that you might cool yourself down with. You also find 20 platinum pieces, 173 gold pieces, 27 silver
I'm
pieces.
just gonna put that. I'm taking everything out, just like throwing it over my shoulder, and then I get to there, and I leave it, and then throw everything else in there. The platinum.
Nice.
Does that include the fan?
Yep, fan's gone. Doesn't care.
All right.
Do
Gina,
you see like darts in there?
Yep, the darts are out.
Gina snatches
go
the
get-
fan.
Okay.
I go reach for the darts. Those are mine.
Nice. Actually, you can scurry around and pick up all the bone darts. Dina, you can sense some arcana coming off of this fan. And I guess, I'm sorry, Ari, you would have as well. I should add that since you're a warlock.
Off the fan?
Mm-hmm. The wind fan.
Like super, super strong, or just like a hint?
Yeah, enough to tell it's a magical item, but it might not be the most powerful.
Yeah, she would have. I mean, convenient with the darts, but not really, especially because it was fan and then 20 platinum. So
20 platinum wins. Yeah.
yeah, 20 platinum wins over fan. So fan platinum stays in there, and
Nice.
that's it.
Is
Grab
there
the bag. And,
on the really large bone that's left? Is there any like arcana-y stuff coming from that, or is it just a bone?
Yes, there is. You do sense some, like a deep level of magic from it.
Dina, I really want this bone. I could craft something from it because I'm that talented, but I don't want to touch it. Can you come help me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust it yet.
All right.
Think of all the stuff I can make from this.
Oh, yeah. Make daggers, spears, javelins.
A shield. I know what I'm gonna do with it. Wait, Rhea, are you in the room?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna just whisper to Dina. I'm gonna make Tassos a present.
Oh, that's lovely. Dina's just grinning. Okay, so
Like there's something. There's just something coming off of it that I don't feel right about. And I'm not as in tune with the arcane wonders of this world.
all right. Yeah. Can I roll? Let me roll an Arcana check on it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an Arcana, or even a religion check if you wanted in this case.
Okay, I can do both.
I'm not good at either.
I am proficient in both.
Nice.
And I rolled an 8, so that's a 13 total.
Okay. Yes, there's some magic coming off of this. This seems to be some form used. 13. It feels like there's a different type of magic that comes off deities. And while this isn't full on the actual form of a deity, this is a form a deity may have taken. So there is some moderately powerful magic imbued in it. There's
the divine magic, the magic that clerics and paladins use. This is from a deity, possibly, quite possibly.
So if I craft it into something, it would be more
very powerful. But before you do that, I know. We might want to take it to one of the magic experts at the shop.
I don't know. Like, do I just tie it and then drag it with me?
I'm sure we can get somebody to carry it for us. We'll put it in a blanket, maybe. Do I get a sense that picking this thing up would be dangerous?
No, it feels like you could carry it without any concerns. Mm-hmm.
I can always go get my my leather web thing and then go hiya, and it'll like tie around there, and then I could drag it that way. Well, it's pretty strong.
It's big enough that we could get a servant to carry it, or at least put it in a cart for us. Correct?
Yeah, it's probably the maybe runs the length of Thaxel's arm from shoulder to wrist.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we can pick. You can pick that up, sweetheart, and carry it.
Are we not worried somebody broke in here without anyone knowing?
Yeah. I'm not feeling good about that home floor.
Passos.
In fact, I would want somebody to do a round, make sure we're secure.
Right, we're gonna have to get some of our smaller crew down that hole too. See where that leads.
But there's no sign of blood.
No.
Are the feathers his?
Yes.
Yes.
And Ares, seeing that splint of bone, you would have seen that same. There's that vibe that comes off it, especially as a warlock being attuned as you are, to that giant skeletal arm that had come up out of the ground and tried to claim him once before in the caves beneath the dwarven city there.
I look up at Thaxel. Be careful with that. I wouldn't take that lightly of a present making or something.
Are you getting like a weird vibe off of it?
I know darkness. That's darkness.
You know, that just makes it more tempting for me, though, right?
I mean, to each their own, but...
We'll take it down to the shop and have one of their people look at it. Decide if it's safe to work on.
I'm I'm gonna leave it here and have someone come look at it for me.
There you okay.
Yeah.
That's
I'll do that.
interesting.
I mean, if I can't fashion something out of it, I at least have. I mean, the darts over there. I mean, I don't know if they'll be back anytime soon, but I made those. That took a lot of time and effort from me. I want it back. He's not going to use it.
I don't think he's coming back. Remembering the arm,
Yeah.
like the bone arm. I just looked down and the hole in the bone arm, like
Yeah.
I seeing what I've seen of him with that bone. I don't think this is something one that we can handle, but also I don't think he's coming back.
About that Shar that he was talking about.
Demalagus would know, right? I think he saw her.
Yeah, when they went to the
To that
temple
one
together.
temple
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I know what they're called.
I stick my head out the door and just yell down the hallway for Demalagus.
Demalagus!
I'm not yelling into my mic.
Demalagus will turn to Akari. I
think it's about that Shar
some help.
shit.
Ah, yes. A mystery. I think I already know what's going on, but I'll oblige them. I suppose I'm just about done eating anyway. Care to join me?
You go on ahead, and she's just gonna casually sip her coffee.
All right.
Nice.
He'll bring his morning tea up with him.
Okey-doke. All right, you come, cradling the tea. Demalagus arrives.
Didn't you say? You were with Bird Boy when you guys went about that Shar thing, and there was I don't know. The skeletal thing. Ari says it's darkness, and maybe like that skeletal arm. I guess that came out of a cave when you guys were down in a cave.
Ah, well, wasn't actually there, but I know exactly what it was. Darkness, sort of, more of a neutral thing, honestly. There were two deities fighting over his existence. He wasn't truly alive or dead or undead. So Shah and Kelanvor was sort of at odds about him.
Well, I think one of them claimed him.
I'm going to go ahead and activate my ethereal sight.
Oh, okay. All right, you step into this room and you peer past the veil of the Prime. And let me do a roll because I like using this for something fancy too. You see an impression. So while it's not in the physical plane, there is an impression of sort of like claw scraping, as though something is being pulled against its will and can't stop the force of whatever's pulling it down the hole. And you can almost see down through this hole, winds down into somewhere else, not below the grounds, where that continues on until it fades into infinity.
And I'm gonna ask Demalagus, so can you get a read on like this bone right here? They're saying not to touch it, but I kind of wanna.
All right. I'd be happy to have a look at it.
Just, I just need like, you know, a fourth, fifth opinion or something. Just make sure I can't touch it.
Sure. I'm no expert on what sort of diseases might be attached to that thing, but I could at least determine if it was a magical threat.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're a wizard.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I trust your arcana abilities.
Thank you, Thaxel. I appreciate your faith in my education and skills.
Of course.
Yes. I'm going to guess he was dragged rather violently from this reality. What was the guess? I'd say Shah's pretty pissed off right now. Because I think Kellenville won. But we honestly couldn't be sure. As far as the deities go, their powers are beyond mortal ken, and sometimes what they leave behind isn't too clear. It's not like they left a note. Is there a note?
I wish they did. Oh, is there a note? Do you see one?
We didn't see one when we looked. Just the piece of bone, some feathers, no blood. That's the funny part, is the no blood. But,
Yeah.
there's definitely. I was getting a sense of divine off of this piece of bone, as well as not just arcane magics, but there's divine attached to it.
Oh.
That would make sense if it belonged to his body. I'll take a look at it if I see anything.
Also, Dan,
Yeah.
is there a conch shell around?
Yes, you do. Sorry, Ari, you also find that in the bag. As you're digging through, you would have come across the conch shell. Oh.
I probably would have just had it. I knew that was his thing, right? Or,
I don't think anyone knew he
so.
had it per se, but in fact, I can't recall. I don't think you would have ever seen it.
yeah, then it would have just gone out the bag too.
Oh, yeah, and Dina would definitely have caught that. She would not let that hit the floor.
Would you have sensed the super magic more than the fan?
What was that? Sorry, the last.
Would I have sent more magic off that than the fan when I was digging through?
That one's a little more. No, it is more magical, but it's better hidden.
So it's better hidden in terms of magic.
Yeah, like you'd have to spend a little more time detecting it. Mm-hmm. It just at first touch, you probably wouldn't have noticed anything.
Okay, then yeah, just not magic, but in a different way. So that would have gone, yeah.
Okay.
Whoop.
So yeah, when Malagus comes walking in, Dina's holding the conch and a fan.
Well,
No, convenient he left his things here.
I don't think he was given a chance to take them.
No,
Yeah,
no.
he's not coming
I
back.
can imagine Drag screaming out of this reality probably left him precious little time to grab anything but the floor
I-
here.
Don't think he was screaming. He may have been fighting. Because if he was screaming, we'd have heard him.
That was my next question.
Sometimes
Did
the
anyone
Well,
hear?
you know, the power of gods could very easily put a
That's
silent
true.
spell on the room and no one would have
Speaking
heard a
of,
thing.
does anybody want this? Because it's probably not appropriate for me.
Sometimes the screaming's only in your head, Dina.
awesome.
Or it's not.
Oh crap! I had lost my.
Looking at
I have
Tassos.
hearing. I can't hear anything. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I take whatever Dina took out of her hand if she said I don't want it.
Okay. It's a conch shell, so you can kind of yoink. Tassos probably look at Ray. We'll reckon we should clear out the room and get someone down there to take a look and get back about our business.
I would agree with that. Yes.
All right.
So no to the bone.
Oh, you can take that if you want. What are we gonna do with it?
Could Tassos make a check?
I mean,
I mean,
did I get anything off of it, Dan, when I looked at it with the ethereal sight?
No.
It's just a bone. Okay.
It felt like a bone. I will say, just as a reminder, see, I don't know how much y'all know about Rhea, though, and like what she was doing. So Rhea and Tassos would have an insight into the safety of potentially magical items, given some of the family business and all. So that I think you'd be aware of.
Okay. So with Tassos saying it's okay,
you could infer that it was relatively safe.
It doesn't look haunted. Yet.
It's just calling to me. I'm going to take out some rope, some good fucking rope, and I'm going to
Nice.
take it and tie it around the bone, and I'm going to drag it out.
Okay, you've got your pet bone behind you. You're dragging through. Clink, 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 grabs it, snags a little table here and there in the hallway, but you're able to get it out safely and to wherever you'd like it to be.
I'm heading to probably like one of the clerics that was helping to heal when we brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like an extra. She's just trying to be as cautious as she can before she whittles it down to beautifulness.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. Okay. They give it a once over, and they also identify magic to it, potentially deity based, but nothing that was like truly touched. They have their items in this world that are touched by a deity that are like part of their armor or being or something like that hold like tremendous power, and this isn't that case. This is like an avatar of that deity that is used sometimes by the deity. So there's some magic left over in it, but it doesn't appear to be anything dangerous.
Okay. I touch the bone.
Okay. Nothing happens. There's okay. I mean, you can feel the energy, the magical energy coursing through it, but nothing good or bad happens.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna go. I guess keep an ear out for to try to figure out where the rest of the party is headed, or just keep an eye out. But I'm gonna just kind of plop down at whatever is the nearest chair, and I'm going to start whittling what can I do? A weapon.
Okay.
She doesn't know which one yet, but she's working on it.
All right, neat. Weighing it up and everything else. All right, so ultimately they find the hole collapsed on itself after certain feet out. Right, so servants will give you that report, but it seems to be something otherworldly, and that's the depths it was going through before disappearing, collapsing on itself. Doesn't seem to be anything man-made nothing can really be done about it. But there are repair crews ready to fix the room and everything upon your word. Otherwise, yeah, you're all able. You have full run of the estate here for the middle of the day, as that search is carried out, and then repairs are underway. To kind of plot whatever y'all might want to do next. Actually, it's a little tiny bit early, but if we do our bio break here, that might give y'all some time to consider what you might want to do next.
I do know that Dina wants to go down to the store if it's open. She's going to check with Tassos to see if they've opened up for business. And then if they are, she would want to go down there. So.
Okay.
But that's it. It can. That's definitely something that can wait until after a bio break.
All right. Sounds good. So for those who don't know, we take like 8 to 10 minute bio break. I'm thinking that when we come back, we'll. What do you think, Dina? Maybe when we come back, we'll do the giveaway.
Yeah. However you want to run that, that's up to you.
Okay. Neat. Very neat. All right. So catch us soon. 8 to 10 minutes. We'll be continuing streaming here. We'll just be stepping away, and then we'll do our giveaway for the
Yes.
fine grog. Now, what the heck is it called?
The search for grog.
Search for grog.
Live art poster.
A search
the
for
live
grog.
Yes.
Yes, and also one of the very nice enamel Mighty Nine pins.
Nice. Awesome. Very cool.
Very, very nice.
You know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll do the giveaway for the pin when we get back. And then at the very end of the session tonight, we'll do the search for grog poster. That's like the big
Sounds like a
whammy.
plan.
Nice.
All right.
Catch you all real soon. Woot woot.
Yeah, so
It's fresh
3
water
platinum
from
each
here.
for 6 of us. I think that's how it works out to be. There's 20 in there.
You're being too nice. You shouldn't have told anyone anything.
Oh,
Out of
after Rhea made Dina share.
Ari, I mean, one of the things she probably shares in with Rhea is like after her family, greed's not really in her. Money comes and goes, and also money gets her things, but she's got her own coin and her own means, so she's got a lot of vices. Greed's not one of them.
So 20 divided by 1, 2, 6. So we each get 3, 18?
Yeah, and then I would have kept the extra 2.
Okay.
Me and Rhea, I would split it between Rhea.
Yeah.
You know, finder's fee.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's why Ari and Rhea bonded, because we don't really care about money. We just, it'll come. More will come.
Yeah, well, when you're rich, it's easy to not care.
Yeah. We've never had to think about it, so it comes to us.
No. Aw, the rich girls became friends.
It's other people's money to Ari. She never grew up as a rich girl. It was just there because people paid her to do shit.
Yeah.
She's good at saving.
I'm not good at saving. Rhea is not good at saving.
There were always people there to give her whatever money or things that she needed, so she didn't have to worry about it.
Yep. And
Sure.
she could talk her way into any money she needed.
Yeah.
I'm just a paper duck with a platinum card.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. I gotta disconnect. My stupid AirPods are not working.
about that. Oh, you wanted your eardrums in one piece? Oh my gosh, so cold. So very cold. Oh. Hey, Mariah. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I don't know. I'd like to feel back to normal soon, but oh, so yeah, flu. I ended up having the flu. Just on the tail end. I went to the walk-in the other day. Tail end of the flu and a fresh case of bronchitis. Yay! So just cleaning all that out of my system now. Whoop-de-doo. Well, the last time I had the flu was 2 years ago, a little 2.5 years ago, and I ended up with pneumonia after, which was even more fun. Oh, really, Jethro? That's awesome. I'm flattered, and so glad that you feel that way. You're such an awesome person. I'm sure you're already kicking butt as a DM, but if there's anything I did to inspire you anyway, I think that's fantastic. Thank you. Yes, Steph, it's very, very true.
So, Dan, you're okay with the...
Yes, yeah, go ahead. You're good. Yeah. That'd be awesome. It's too juicy. It's
Yeah, I figure she learned that from Rhea as they were on their travels.
Nice. Yeah.
A bounty hunter, and she needed to be a little bit more sneaky, and Rhea's like, we need to work on this.
Awesome. Oh, thank you, Mariah. Yeah, I know. I love doing this so much. It's hard for me to step away, even when it's recovery. I think that excuse me, another few days and I should be back to up to snuff. Fingers crossed. You have 3. Nice, Steph. Steph has been fantastic as always, and is helping me with emotes. So a bunch of people came together last stream on a Stormfall one. Warren, who plays Emil on the Friday night campaign Stormfall, put in 5 subs. He donated 5 subs to different community members here for our channel. And Randy, you might know from our Curious Lament game. Just kidding. Randy from our game, of course, did another 5 or 6. Anyway, we were shooting for 15 subs. We started the night at 5 and ended up at 19. So we have 2 emotes. We earned a second emote.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. And yeah, congrats to all of us. Yay, so excited. You're all a part of making this happen for sure. And Steph has been so kind to work up some emotes. So hopefully in the near future, and that's not a rush thing on you, Steph. Just in general, I'm eager. I'm excited to see we'll get those in play. And yes, thank you, Mariah. Yep. And thank you for the tip on Friday night, Mariah, which I can't recall if I thanked you in stream or not. But if I didn't, shame on me, and thank you very much. And thank you, Steph, for the gift sub. Yes, and I feel like maybe there was one additional person that did a gift sub. But, I mean, we made it. We've got two emotes. We've got an idea. We're going for a hype one.
Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's 2, but if it's 3, that's even cooler. But I think someone said 3 was at 30.
I'd have to check for you.
But okay, thanks. Yeah, if and when you get a chance. Yeah. Yeah. So we've got a hype one because we need the hype, and then I'm thinking of maybe like a damn it one because that's one of my favorite things and the longest lasting chat things is the damn it. It's gonna be like maybe like a table flip, like the bird flipping the table, like damn it. Ed, yes, Ed also a gift of the sub, very very kind.
When you get a chance, Dan, could you reset the sheets for a long rest, please?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. 3's 25. I for whatever reason I thought it was 20, but yeah, it's 25.
25. Okay, all right, neat. Excuse me.
Also, I sent you a message on Discord.
I will
I'll
check.
I'll put it in the Zoom chat for you.
Neat. Since I don't have Discord running on my computer anymore, I should be able to sneak in here and see it now. Let me just find your...
No, I just put it in Zoom chat.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up Zoom. Zoom. Actually, Zoom's the one I can't check now because it'll pull up on the video.
You can't just. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's in the group Discord.
Okay. Sorry.
I think. Wait.
All right.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, it's in the group Discord.
Okay.
A ways back.
Oh, okay.
I think I tagged you in it. Yep, I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I didn't. That wasn't someone else.
Oh, that's the Zoom link.
I need to know Thud's name, is all.
Right. You know what? I did see you send me that message, and then I blanked. So sorry.
That's okay. I didn't put it in my notes, and I thought I had. I checked.
Gotcha. All right. Let me. Oh, I hope it's one of those things I moved from note to note. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find when the first time he was in here. All right.
Because I know he told her.
Yeah.
But that he said, that is what everybody calls me.
Right.
So.
Oh, I don't have it in the. I will get that too. I just have to go back and watch that.
Okay. All right. Oh, that I can do that. That's not a problem.
I mean, I can probably search it, and if I can go back, it's almost definitely in the notes from that first time that he was there, and I probably just didn't move it over.
Okay.
Waka waka. Oh, thank you, Franco. Frank, yeah, yay! Thanks for the cheer. How exciting. Oh, and thank you, Anna, for the sub. Yay!
I didn't know I had it already. Jesus, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Bad now.
Don't feel bad at all. Are you kidding? No. I appreciate it, neat.
Of course.
Oh, fun. Awesome. All right. We got 25 more subs. I wish I had my other account up and running. They probably wouldn't hold it against me if I... Oh, no, it's not tied to anything, though. It's such a pain. Aw, thank you, Mariah. Yay! Well, we're 21 out of 25 in case we're going for... for 3 votes. Woohoo! Let me pull up my dashboard here. Got hot cocoa to save the day here since the coffee was another bust.
Take off a layer of stock.
What's wrong with the coffee?
It just because I'm sick, it doesn't taste right. It tastes really gross.
Well, that's why you do tea.
You know what? You're right. I do love tea with some lemon and some honey. I should have made that.
Whiskey.
Oh, dang it, that's what I forgot to put in this. And I just bought some whiskey, too. Crap.
Oh, that sounds really good, yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, it says 20 out of 25. Okay. So that 25 must be the next mark. Oh, 21 out of 25. So we actually have 21 subs out of 25. 4 more subs. Woohoo! Affiliate also gets sub badges. Oh, how cool. Sub badges, y'all. I'll have to get it all. Oh. Thank you, Cleric. That's so exciting. All right, let's see. Nice. Yay. All right, well, we're essentially back. Looks like everyone's back, so I'm going to try running this first giveaway through Nightbot. And there should be a timer that says how long we can or maybe not. Keyword, right? All right. I'm gonna click this, and if this doesn't work, then I'll just go back. All right, so go ahead in order to enter the giveaway. Be sure you only type this once, because more than once and it disqualifies you. The keyword surprise is Madbird. This is for the Mighty 9 pin that the amazing Cleric of Chord is gifting away tonight. So type Madbird in chat now. No exclamation point, none of that. Just Madbird if you want to enter yourself into the drawing for the Mighty 9 pin. And hopefully this will do its thing. All right, I'm slowly watching it here. All right, do I have to roll it?
Can we enter?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I don't know if I feel like I personally want you to, but I don't know if I'd be able to.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I was about to say I took mine out because I feel like in every giveaway there's a family rule that you can't win if you're family. So I wasn't gonna
That's awesome. All right, now this is. I feel like this isn't doing a great job. I feel like it's only picked up not like 2 people and not everyone that's written it over here. All right, let's see. All right, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, but that's fine. I'm going to give it another minute. If anyone that's joining us now that didn't hear, go ahead. We're doing a giveaway. Just type Madbird together, all as one, in chat. Only do it once, or it ends up disqualifying you, and it's for a Mighty 9 pin. All right. Yeah, I feel like this. I'm gonna do something different for the one later. All right, let's go back and see. All right, half Jethro. gosh, this is going to be pretty straightforward. All right. Okay. The pin goes to Jethro Terrashock.
Yay, Jethro!
Yay, Jethro! You're the winner of the pin.
Whoop, whoop.
Congrats. I'm sorry that I couldn't do anything more flashy. I was expecting this giveaway thing to work, and I'm sure it's something I did.
Well, it's okay. One of these days we're going to be like up where Critical Role is, and we're going to have other people do it for us.
Yes.
You know, I don't know how they handle that with all those people entering their giveaways.
Neat.
Yeah, they have a bot that does it, that does nothing but that.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
So we need to hire a bot. Okay. No, okay.
All right. And now, Claire, do you need? Do you want me to be go between to get?
If you will get, if you will have him message you his mailing address and information, and then you can DM it to me.
All right. So Jethro, when you get a chance, go ahead and message me right here. You know, at Madbird Streams, with whatever address you're comfortable with this being sent to. Mailing address or PO, as long as it's something that will receive this. And I will get that over to Cleric. All right, and at the end of the stream, boop. We'll do the Search for Grog live poster from the actual live event. This has all the authenticity.
Yeah, that great great artwork by Hugo Cardenas.
Oh, right.
Gorgeous. Just, I love that image. It's so awesome.
Amazing. Oh, thank you, Anna. Yeah, all right, we'll figure that out. Yeah, I'm not sure why. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll figure it out and see. You know.
And we can do it at the end.
We'll shake Discord around a little. All you do is Discord. Okay. How wonderful. Excellent. So again, congrats to Jethro. And your Discord join is fixed down below. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah, I think your Discord join. Is it working now, Jethro? Because you can also reach me on there as Dano Awesome Face. Oh, that's so sweet, Miss.
If push comes to shove, if it's too difficult, I am at Cleric of Cord on Twitter. Just DM me. Or just, tweet at me, and then I'll open up my DMs to you. And you can DM it to me that way.
Very neat. All right. Well, let's get back underway then. I will follow up and make sure that happens. That you get everyone gets the info they need. Exciting. And then we'll look forward to our thing a little later. And at the end of our session tonight. Whew, okay, sorry. Having a hot flash here. Stupid leftover fever business. I was freezing a second ago. All right, anyway, oh my gosh, so many things to go down. Let me pull this back up. And we are back. Lunch is served or ready to go. Of course, Dina, you had something to do. Oh, I need to fix the name tags too. Before that, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna check with Tassos to see if the store was open yet. So I needed to do. I wanted to check on some stuff.
Yeah, he'll. Yeah, the store's open. It'll. Well, go and head down there. Anything you need in particular?
Well, I need somebody to verify an enchantment on a piece of jewelry to see if it's still. And also, just looking for. See what I can find.
Oh.
Maybe a cloak of protection or a ring of protection or something similar. I don't know. I'm going to take a look.
Understood. Alrighty. Well, I don't know.
It's very serious, like asking Dina. I have to go shopping too at one point. I need to pick things up since our trip, but with all of this, can we regroup real quick? Like, everybody, can we come back down the table? Because, like, I mean, we've got somebody here I don't know, or like, I feel.
Do you want to do this?
I'm lost.
I mean, one of our people just got sucked down to some abyss. Like, I just think a regroup wouldn't be the worst thing.
Say lunch or dinner?
Anybody else have any strong feelings?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a nice family chat, if you will.
Axel's really not there, but she'll find you eventually.
Well, I guess, yeah, since everybody kind of dispersed, maybe we'll call for dinner.
I'm sure we'll all meet up at lunch or dinner.
I'll go shopping with you, though. I need to pick up a few things.
All right.
I'd probably go down to the shop, too, just to see what state it is in.
Okay.
All right.
So you're all headed to the shop first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You mosey on down to the shop, and let me pull the shop up here so I know what Dan said. Right, there we go. Here we are, the Observers Meridian. Okay. So you head on down to the Observers Meridian. And again, you're walking through a fair bit of heavy rain. The canals are indeed have risen in this Venice-like city. The cobblestone streets definitely have a good inch and a half of rain, more so in some areas than others. But you are able to make your way around a few blocks and down to the Observers Meridian, where the host, Su Lee, is standing at attention, waiting for folks to come in, with prestidigitation ready to dry anyone off as they enter. Poof, 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 and as each one, one by one as you enter, you're immediately dried of your any soaking wet, any of the clothing that's gotten soaking wet there is nice and dry and crisp and clean. Well, I do welcome you all, and she sees Rael. Oh, madam, pleasure to see you back. Have you brought anything new for us today, or?
Really, I'm just looking to see what the shop looks like after the incident, but our friends here are going to shop a little.
Understood. Well, right this way then. She heads up the stairs, up to the second level, where you see one of the storerooms in the back has been put back into place. You being very thorough, I think, would can tell that it's been cleaned up recently, that it's been repaired. But she recounts a couple of items that were taken, and I wish I could remember what they were off the top of my head. I think it was one was broken, actually, wasn't it? Because I think Falcon swept it all up and gave it back.
That was something that belonged to the Thurstons. not too.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Minor stuff like a dagger and something else. So it was like
it was all
ornamental.
recovered, and let me see if I have it in my notes.
Thanks.
Yeah, not a problem.
Not a professional hit. You've seen in your experience, Rhea, a professional hit on this establishment before the people were found, and they were of a much higher caliber than the people that did this here. Very
I
slow.
have what was stolen. If that's what you needed.
Okay.
It was a leather cloak, a diamond rose-shaped brooch, and 2 ornamental daggers.
Okay. Neat. So she kind of recounts that and shows the wares to Rhea. Has a comment about condolences for the lost person that was on guard duty that night.
Thank you. All right. Well, ladies, shopping.
Well, first off, I have a ring that's had an enchantment placed on it, and I just want to verify that the enchantment is still in effect. And she'll pull off what looks like a signet ring, but doesn't have a signet carved into the bloodstone.
Okay.
It should have some type of anti-scrying spell on it.
Oh.
And I just want to make sure that is still in effect.
If you can give me about 30 minutes, I can give this a once-over.
Certainly. And also, I managed to acquire this, and she pulls out the fan.
Oh. Well, I just sold this to a young gentleman not but a few days ago.
He no longer needs it.
Understood. Well, what you've got there is a wind fan. Where's he? What page is it on? 213. Okay. What you have there is a wind fan. Here we go. While holding that fan, you can use an action to cast a gust of wind spell. Spell save of DC 13. Now, once used, the fan shouldn't be used again till the next dawn. You can, but each time it is used again before then, it has a cumulative 20% chance of not working and just tearing into useless non-magical tatters.
I really have no need for something like that. I'd be happy to sell it back to the store.
Oh, all right, wonderful. Well, let's see. I reckon we sold that for about 125 gold. But she kind of looks, over at Rhea. But we can. We can
100 is fine. I understand.
All right. Well, about 125 we can give you because I think that's about what we sold it for.
All right. Thank you.
Certainly. She takes the fan and wraps it up in some brown sort of wrapping paper, and then comes over and gives you 125 gold pieces. Well, I'm going to get underway inspecting this here ring, but if you need anything, I'm sure, madam, you'll be able to.
Of course. I'm just going to start looking around.
Okay.
Is there anything in the store, as Rhea would know, Ari needs a little bit help with her dexterity in some ways. And also armor, like something light, but so those two things. She's hoping for something to help out.
Okay. Well, I think that the gloves of thievery are still here. And I don't know that they increase dex per se, but they do. Let's see, 172. They do help with stealing things, of course. Gloves of Thievery. These gloves are invisible while worn. Does someone have those? I feel like someone ended up with them. No?
Dina still has the gloves of paralysis, but...
Ah, right. So these gloves are invisible while worn, and while wearing them, one gains a +5 bonus to dexterity sleight of hand checks, and any dexterity check made to pick locks. Other items that are in here.
What would it cost to have something enchanted with that?
That's a good question. Let's see. That is an uncommon enchantment. So you'd probably be looking at uncommons 101 to 500. Let's do a roll and see. Of course it rolls really high. 456 gold, but it'll probably be cheaper for you because, you know, Rhea.
Yeah.
That would probably be, I mean, that rolled really high, so we can probably say 224, 228.
228? Okay. That would be worth it. I'll talk to you about that later.
Okay, neat.
She's got those gloves getting made, so.
Okay, nice. That's right. All right, as far as other items that are still in here, there's a wand, a trident, a lucky stone, a staff. There's a pair of slippers here that have that are sort of a dark purple and have like webbing as the decoration on the outer part. There is a robe that has a bunch of patches on it. With these patches are random various items. There are 2 rings you see, and a small wooden square, almost looks like a puzzle of sorts, and on each side it shows boat of different sizes etched into the outside.
What are the 2 rings?
Oh, well, the 2 rings here, we have a ring of swimming, and that, of course, will, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
I'm small, clearly, here, and I seem to get hit a lot, and I'm trying to make that happen less.
Well, let's see.
The stature, kind of. I know it goes with it, but
the other ring is a... Oh, wait. That's actually a ring of resistance. Which would be something different than what you're thinking of. All right. Well, so you want to be... You're looking to be more nimble, or you're looking to be taller?
I mean, not necessarily taller. I mean,
Right.
Yes, more nimble, but if you also happen to find some things
Harder to
that,
hit.
make it a little bit harder to hit me. So
Oh.
I'm okay with nimble. I would prefer to get out of the way. That works just as well. But
Alrighty.
and if there's something maybe you could, I think we're going to be here a couple days. I don't mind waiting. I don't want to wait too long, but
Certainly. Well, you know, we may have they're not quite as nice as items out here, but we may have a pair of bracers might do the trick for you. Let me, you mind me checking in the back real quick? Oh, actually, they're much nicer than these items.
perfect.
So as she heads to the back, comes back a couple minutes later with like a crushed velvet cloth wrapped around some items. Sets it down on the counter. Well, I couldn't find the bracers I was looking for, but these here are likely to do the trick. Let me just see what that would be. Where's do a roll here. Wow, rolled really low. Okay. Well, these here are bracers of defense. Now these require attunement, and as with any potent magical item, you can only have 3 items that require attunement on at once before it starts slipping, and one of them will fall off. That last won't work anymore for you. But these bracers, if you're wearing them, they'll increase your AC effectively by +2. As long as you're not wearing any armor and not using a shield or anything like that, it'll give you a boost of 2. That being said, they're a little bit more pricey. These are currently running 1,357 gold pieces. She kind of looks over at Rhea to see if that's like
100%.
any discount. Yeah, like
I got hit so much.
I know. Sue, now, I know we still have to have a business, but is there anything we can do to make this a little bit?
Yeah. Given your permission, ma'am, yeah, we can probably do those just above cost, cover the shipping and everything to get them here, and probably around 890 gold pieces. I don't reckon we can go much below that, though.
Well, that's fair. Very sorry. I have to cover the cost, but.
Is there any way I could put 1/4 of that down and then send the bill to my people? And I put 1/4 of it down. I can put 1/4 of it down.
You guys, that's it. That's our thing now. We just need to figure out a way to get money from like one really far away place to another one. I'm not saying we should invent credit cards, but we should totally invent credit cards. Leave it.
It would be fun to like send people out to collect, like.
Money teleportation.
Yeah,
so
we
I
just
assume-
need like a circle of teleportation.
Yeah,
for
right. And it just
banks.
transfer to another one, to another one, to another one, and so now we've got these.
A whole network, right?
I think we have another branch of the Davenstar Empire to open up.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Like if we open an account in the Caymans and they can't trace the IP, but it takes money out from somewhere, like this is what I'm thinking long term.
Perfect. Well,
Because, well, I mean, real quick, Dan.
Yeah.
When I went back and did the whatever I had to do for my family,
yeah. What are you gonna pay?
they have
Um,
or given me my allowance for whatever.
You know what? Considering that you and Rhea were busy with other things, there would have been definitely a chance at getting funds while doing so. So if both Ari and Rhea would please roll, you'll have to do a //die space for this. 1D.
Because if I can, I think would cover half. I think my family would cover half. So.
Yeah, I would do 1D 1,000, and whatever you get is how many gold pieces you got on your side mission.
Oh, geez. Dan, would you just roll that for me?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do that.
I just
Thank
put
you.
it in the chat.
Okay.
And I do
Oh,
that
got
in
it.
the
Okay.
and
Oh, go ahead, Ray, if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Oh, nice, Jethro. Yes, Baconators.
Dan, I messed up the videos.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'll fix it in
I'm
just a
so
second.
sorry.
Okay, Ray, 457 gold you can add to your
what space?
inventory. Yes, a /die space 1D 1,000 without any comma.
Oh my god, so bad.
I put it in the Zoom chat, sweetie.
No. I meant I rolled so bad.
Okay.
Well, you can add 344.
Okay.
Don't forget the platinum pieces. If you had the platinum pieces from from the bird, then those are 10 gold each.
Then I can do the half and then bill the half to my family, and
Okay, I do have a cool thing for like noble and family things and stuff, which would account for this. I'll share that with you, because there is every so often you can
If I have to
given
pay it back, I can have this thing where like it's kind of like a bank where like I pay it back afterwards, but here with the events sort of thing.
perfect.
Just kidding.
All right. Oh well, yeah, certainly that family's definitely good for it, and we can do that. So that'll be gosh, what'd she say? 800 and what was that roll? 26, 8, whatever. We'll say 825.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, 825. Or 820. We'll say just to make it easy. So it'll be 410.
410 out of my
Okay, so I'll just make a note here that it's 410. Oh no, you expect it? We'll be getting that from the family within the month? In a month's time? Alright, sounds good. And, alright, so that's 210. Alright. Alright, well, here are your bracers of defense. And unfurls the cloth to show pretty nice bracers they are. They have a cloth base with some soft leather on top of that, and banded with some metal and a few of the it's like this black onyx metal, and as you put them on, they swoop down to your size. They're fingerless. And they have like little rivets where the knuckles are, for some punching power. Yeah,
That's all she can afford, so she's good.
Perfect. All right, let me up your AC here. So miscellaneous is +2. All right. Ooh, yeah, that was bad, wasn't it? Much better now. Good. All right. Do anyone else have anything they want to look at in particular while they're here?
Dina's going.
Done.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was going to say, Dina's going to say, I'm having some gloves made for a friend. I'd like to have them enchanted in the way that the gloves of thievery are.
Oh, I see. Well, we can do that. Just takes a bit of time to get the enchant done, right? We got to do it for an hour every day for however many days, depending on the enchantment. I think that one's a fairly minor enchantment, but still looking at probably 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, unless we can get some extra hands on deck. Then might be able to get it done for you a little sooner.
All right. I will have them sent over then once they're made. They're currently in the process of being.
Perfect.
I'll have them sent over, and I'm actually looking for perhaps maybe something similar to those bracers, but in a cloak maybe.
Well,
Well, can you tell me about the ring of resistance? How does
the ring
that
of
work?
resistance is more for different types of. Let me see if I can pull that back up. For types of damage you might be exposed to out there.
I seem to be running into a lot of acid lately.
Oh. Well, yeah, we've got a ring resistance to work against acid. It's a encased within the ring is a pearl, and that'll give you effectively half damage resistance against acid. We have one for acid, we have one for psychic damage, and we have one for necrotic damage currently.
And how much is that?
Well, that there, you'd be looking around where are you? Where are my notes? I really really need to sort these out better. There it is, Observers Meridian. Ring of Resistance from that there's mighty expansive. That's well, for you it's 3,970 gold pieces, but
then yes, no, never mind.
Yeah, I'm so
tell
sorry.
me, how much is that enchantment going to cost me?
That enchantment will run you about let's see. Actually, I think I rolled. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave half of that down, and then the other half when I come to pick them up.
Sounds mighty fine.
Excellent. And again, if you could, if it's possible to get that rushed, I would appreciate it.
Certainly.
So I'll go ahead and give her 114 gold.
Okay. Make a note here. All right. And she also has had someone looking at the ring that would probably come back at this by now and let you know. Listens to her for a minute and then sends her away. All right, your ring does in fact still have a protection against scrying spell in place. Still seems to be humming right along.
Can I ask about the conch? If Dina's over, I just want to know what it is.
Yeah, at this point, Dina's pretty much done. There's not a whole lot more for her to do at this point.
Harry, did you look at something?
I just wanted to see what this conch does. I don't know. It came out of the Red Boy's bag, so.
Oops. Sorry. Oop, there we go. You saw nothing. So if you're asking Suli, well, that's quite an interesting, yeah, there's definitely some magic coming off of that, something mighty powerful. Take me a good, again, probably a good 30 minutes. Have to look at this one myself, I think. If that's all right.
Well, Rhea, you still have some things to do here, right? So I'm just gonna...
Just very briefly, and then Sue can handle that. So it seems like, Sue, my friends have really been enjoying the shop and have purchased quite a few things. So I doubt you have what I'm looking for. So I just need you to put out the word to try and find me a little bit better armor and a little bit better weapons. That's all I'm looking for. Some daggers, maybe, or rapier.
Certainly, absolutely. She takes the nearest to the nearest inkwell and jots that stuff down, so she's sure she has it.
Fantastic. And I wanted to inquire.
Yes.
Have any of our more elite clients made any requests that I need to know about before we get on the road?
Nothing currently. I think that with some of the other business at hand, there haven't been too many requests coming in, but I expect your father back from out from Zangard soon, and likely he'll have a couple of requests come with him.
All right. Well, I believe that's all I needed then. So if you do find those things, send word promptly, or if you can, send it with a courier, because I can't wait around.
Absolutely, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
With reverence, she kind of nods and heads back to go look at the conch. All right. Y'all have anything else you want to do here in this shop while she's looking at that? Okay. Little time goes by. She comes back and says, "Well," and hands the conch back to Ari. Well, that there is a bit interesting. It seems to be attuned to a certain deity, and has the ability to effectively banish someone for a little bit of time if and they are aligned with said deity. Now, I'm not sure which deity. I just know that you blow that and they'll go goodbye for a little while.
Well, then this must be worth quite a pretty penny.
Well, depends on the deity, I suppose, but yeah, it could be, certainly.
Is Dina overhearing this? Because Dina would know. Dina knows about the conch.
Yeah, that's up to you. I mean, you're all closest quarters, so.
Ari, can I talk to you for just a moment? And I'll pull her aside and go, you don't want to sell that. That's an artifact of Akari that was given to us as a reward, what we were allowed to keep as a reward for her aiding her. What it'll do is when you blow on it, somebody who is of the same alignment as her will go poof.
The thing that has to be the same alignment, what's the...
Neutral.
So if I blow this, somebody who happens to be neutral will go away.
If they're within range, yes.
If they're within range.
Yeah, it's kind of like casting that banishment, I believe it is.
Do I recognize the deity?
Yeah, that's the one that borrowed you.
Mm-hmm.
And ran for. The sea lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not
the
the
sea goddess.
Came to get us.
Yeah, no, the sea goddess.
Oh, she gave this to us. She gave me and Rhea a huge pain in the ass task, but
she gave us a huge pain in the ass task too. And the person that we killed as part of that task had that on them, and we were allowed to keep it.
Cool. I guess.
So it's not something you want to sell.
Fair enough. I just tuck it in, then somehow awkwardly tie it under my cape. Just let it.
Awesome.
But I keep an eye on it. It's like an. Do I get any upset voices about having this near me?
I was gonna say, I as you're talking about it, as soon as Akari was mentioned, the voice probably would have been like, "Burn it, break it, throw it in the ocean." But as soon as Dina was like, "Yeah, but you can, anyone aligned with Akari, you can blast them away." All right, you can hang on to it for now.
So, I'm tossing up in the air, and I hear him get mad, so I'm just like, oh, why don't I just sell it? It's fine, let's get this away. But all right, we'll see what use this can.
No, it's not for me.
Yeah, he apparently is not too happy about it either, but can't do everything that they like to do.
Oh, well, that is something that we do need to talk about too. We can have that discussion later.
Okay.
Ties
it up and looks at oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, is there anything else that might catch the eye in the store?
That's most of the items here.
Okay.
Currently, they change as time goes by.
Yeah, there's really nothing that would do her much good. Although, I mean, she's interested in the cloak with the patches, but how much? Just out of curiosity, how much is that? She's gonna ask.
Oh, sure, that robe thing.
Stylish.
Oh, 210 gold pieces, but you could probably do like 160 or so if.
Really?
Yeah. It's moderately handy. There's some patches on there, and the downside is you can use them but once you peel them off and use them. But sure is handy in the meantime, and usually you can have it. Actually, I don't know if you can have it recharged. I'd have to.
Yeah, I don't know if you can have patches put back on it.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, like once it's done, it's done.
Gotcha.
I think I have that, but I haven't used it yet. This is another group.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
I have a character with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does have some handy things on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got let me pull this up here. All right. There is an iron door on it. Patch with an iron door. There
It's
is
got
a
windows and
ladder. Riding horse with saddlebags.
you said 160?
Rowboat. Yes. Oh, correct.
I had
Yep.
16 platinum.
Ooh. Oh, thank you kindly. She kind of takes them and stacks them all up nicely. Well, it is yours, and I'll get you a list of all the items that are in fact on that.
Yeah. And she's gonna. I mean, it's not very stylish, but she's like, I can get that fixed. Not a problem.
Nice. Awesome.
That can be fixed.
All right. And it was the conch which has been checked out. All right, so y'all round up your goodies for the day, and you're getting ready to traverse the heavy rainfall outside once again back to the keep, or the compound rather, unless y'all have anything else you'd like to do or a different direction.
I just want to send a quick note to my friend Rafferty. Just, let him know that I'm, in town for a couple of days, and if he wants to come and call or wants me to come and call, I'm available for a very short time.
Okay, neat.
Okay.
Awesome. So you do, and a courier races out into the rain to deliver said message. The rest of you trudge your way through the splashy wet seats up to the Davenstar compound. Of course, there's a mudroom entry in the back, so you can get in there, take your shoes off, try and get dried off a little bit.
Dina increases her body heat a little bit and just kind of steams for a moment.
Nice.
Mary's mumbling to herself, as always.
Perfect. This rain. That voice doesn't like the rain. All right, so let me think. What do we have overall? Just for myself to take a pause. We've got some stuff in Paelay with Thaxel, I think. And we have... was there something in Paelay for Dina, or is that simply that Thud is out there?
Yeah, that is out there. So yeah, she's not adverse to going with Thaxel on that little jaunt.
Okay. Oops. Did we lose?
When did that rider go out after him? That was the morning after the robbery.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It was the morning of when the dragon came and got us that night.
Okay. So Dina went to the mountain Cormanda before the robbery or after? When did we?
Oh, I think it was. Oh.
It was before, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you went.
Yeah, it was before.
Right.
We went before. We went to Cormanda before the rob.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes,
robbery.
definitely.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
All right. So he's only been gone. The courier's only been gone for 2 days. So never mind.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you're back at the Davenstar compound. There's construction outside, even in the rain. People, some of the workers are out there trying to repair some of the damage from that dragon that landed in the backyard, basically, and knocked down one of the sheds out there. I don't know what sounds your basilisk makes, but whatever the whimpering version is for that, is it's sort of, you know, out in the what do you call it? The
Kennels.
Thank you. Yeah, out in the kennels there. It's just too muddy and sloppy outside to let it run through the house or anything. So.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ms. Boo to them. Don't worry that you can't stay. Boo to your neighbors, and yeah, don't worry about it on our side of things. We've got your back. Okay, so what would you all like to do? It's after lunchtime now.
Did I finish making whatever I was making out of my bone?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I made a javelin, I decided.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Has very sharp, fine point on the end. Little leather wrapping for grip, and perfectly balanced because that's one of your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know where. Would I have heard our little basilisk crying, or is it way too far away?
You would have heard it. Yeah, it gets kind of loud.
Oh, I'm gonna go find him.
Okay. Aww.
He's so sad.
Yeah.
Poor little Oliver.
Yeah.
We should have told him when we had the chance.
No. I want a pet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm just gonna probably just, since it's outdoors in the kennel, I'm gonna just, chill and, get wet from all the rain and all that stuff because it doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's nice and refreshing as
Yeah.
rain has a nice temperature to it. All right, I'm just gonna fix the last, I think, of these names, and then nope, that wasn't right. Middle right. So I'm not sure which one I messed up there. Tomalagus, excellent, top center. Should not be this. That's Rhea. Alright, and then bottom left is the one that should be Akari. Alright. Yeah, okay. I think we're good. Yes, alright, excellent. So lunchtime comes around, and I think as Tassos will pull up a seat too, and coming in, soaking wet from outside, overseeing some of that work outside. Has his tool belt on, just because I like making Tassos. So yeah. Takes it off, sets it down on the floor, pulls up a seat. Well, work's coming along in the back there to, Rhea, and at least, Thaxel if no one else is there, but if Rhea's here, I'll be given an update. I don't know when this rain's going to stop, though. This is a bit much.
I think eventually she'll come in at as I figure this is in between them going to the store. She just finished this javelin thing, and then she's gonna go see Oliver and I guess make her way back in because she's starving.
Ah, okay, neat. Okay, so you kind of join us as Ray and some of the others are sitting there around lunch table, just starting to get served. Don't suppose any of you are have an inkling as to what's going on, and you see any of this in your travels? All these.
Is this normal? I mean, I'm guessing this isn't normal for this time of year.
No. I mean, this is our rainy season, our wet season here, but we don't usually get nothing like this.
Oh, real quick, Dina would have gone to visit the leather maker and informed her about the gloves and where to send them when they were done.
Perfect.
Just so you know.
Okay. Oops. Have a great day, Jethro.
Well, I can't say I'm enamored of the rain.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to sort some things out here. Dragon attacks, some monsoon rains. I don't know. But, well, Rhea, Dad should be back. Father should. I don't know. Actually, how do you two refer to your dad? Is it? I think you actually told me. Shame on me. I think I've got it written down.
Oh. Hold on, let me pull it up. It's been a hot minute.
Poppy.
That's what they call me. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
but nothing for.
No, I mean, probably just between the two of us, probably Dad, but in front of other people, probably, our father.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Dad's supposed to be back here in a couple days' time. He had some business out out toward Paelay. Some big things going on out there, I guess, I reckon. And he wanted to make sure he was on the right side of it.
Well, that's a little inconvenient that we keep missing him, but I suppose that's life.
Yeah. Well, I know that you guys have some business out there, Thaxel, as you know, Thaxel's walked in. Is there anything I can do on behalf of your efforts out there, Thaxel, or anything that you need done out there, Rhea, that I can get sorted?
Thaxel, do you need anything?
Yes. Let me look at my notes.
The archaeology people.
Okay, while she's looking at her notes, can you try and get a note to our father, see if he can't stay where he is, so that way we head this direction.
Sure.
I can Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know that, where is it in here? Rona's gone off with him, so I can send her, she's got out there still, and I can send her a message and just ask her if she can keep him there for...
If anyone can keep our father in one spot, it's Rona.
I reckon so. Ooh. You kind of reminisce about a time or two, an anecdote or two of Rona. Strong-arming your dad. All right. Well,
I found my notes.
Oh, good. Anything I can...
I mean, if I'm looking for a firm with McGregor and Revis.
All right.
Any information on them when I'm about to walk into what kind of firm they run, if it's actually legit,
right.
Anything like that would be helpful.
Be important to know what rank they hold out there too.
You know, how heavily guarded they are, if it's like that type of an establishment, or if it's just the two of them. You know where I'm getting at?
Right.
Is there any way to contact the runner that went after Thud?
I can't say that there is, though. I imagine they'll be back soon. Even if they were going all the way to Paelay, they'd be back in a couple days' time. So.
All right. I was just thinking that maybe if there was a way to contact them, they could.
Yeah. Oh,
kill
sorry.
two birds with one stone, as it were.
I see. I'm sorry, mighty sorry, Dina.
No worries. It's fine.
Well, you know, I hate to see you go. He kind of turns to Thaxel and, of course, you know, looks up. He's grown fond of everyone as well. You know, looks at Rhea and, I know you just got back here and all. Do y'all know when you're heading out? Gonna get some food ready for you, some supplies.
I mean,
Yes,
that's...
a couple days, right?
Yeah, I've got some things that I'm waiting on at the shop. And Rhea, when we get a chance, to just something I'd like to talk to you about later on. Nothing important.
Sure, we certainly can do that.
Thanks.
I look around as Demalagus, and because Ari has yet to be introduced, the woman that is with Demalagus.
The other tiefling.
Yeah, unless you want to be elsewhere, Demalagus. Otherwise, I'd say you've found your way to lunch with Zelkari.
Yeah, I would think we would probably have gone to lunch.
Okay.
I'll wait to do introductions with her, but
Yeah.
that would be fun. Yeah, I mean, I know we kind of had to split ways for a little bit on, the calling. But are we staying here? I feel like you guys have been here for
a week and a half. We came straight here after we left Zengard.
Yes.
And fill them in about the forest. By the way, just so you know, the forest that's due west of here, between the mountains, and there seem to be a few portals to the Feywild.
Yeah, it's best to avoid that.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
Damn.
I recommend going south to the southern part.
And you guys were on a boat at one point, I think you said.
No, we blew up a boat.
You blew up a boat.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed back in that town.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're allowed back in Zengard.
We may have killed that their town's hero, but he was really a douche.
He was a dick.
Yeah, we almost didn't make it.
Yeah, he was a dick. Trust me, he was a dick.
He kept slaves.
Yeah.
And Ray, you'd recognize the name as the town hero. You probably would have heard rumblings of some shady dealings that he was involved in, but otherwise, gave money to the poor, did everything he could to keep this image up of town hero to most folks.
Got it. Okay.
He was the one that was holding. He was holding an item that Akari had. Excuse me. He was holding an item of hers that he had stolen.
This
from
thing?
her.
Where you got it?
No. Well, he had that as well, but it was another artifact. The little thing that she had sent us to recover from her, for her.
But again, he was a lot.
He was
right?
Yes, yeah. He was keeping. Zell was a slave on board his ship. He was not a nice person, and he didn't really associate with nice. I mean, I'm not a nice person. This guy was a dick.
Right. I was about to say, we're not the nicest people, exactly. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although, what are you talking about? I'm a peach.
Well, of course you are, dear.
Oh, okay, thanks.
You are a peach. I'm not a nice person. And then something else clicks in Dina's head, and she kind of looks at Tassos for a moment, and then she's like, no, I'm not going to say anything. I'll wait. But yeah, so, unless we're well disguised. But they have a wizard's tower there that Demalagus, it bears investigating later on, I think. Might be stocked full of goodies.
I do like goodies.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I believe this is quite stocked full of goodies. I am going to be backing off a little bit, I think, with my work for Akari. I haven't discussed that with her yet, but I've made an arrangement with somebody for some private dealings.
Ask me about? Is this what you asked me about?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would anybody want that?
Why would anybody want what?
Anything having to do. With
The
things
wings come out.
Okay. Giant, these flaming wings of dragon wings come out and expand behind you as they fill up a big space at the corner of the kitchen.
There's a 10-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
Ari doesn't blink, but just
Among other things.
gifts, power, I assume.
Yes.
And
He also happens to be a blood relation. And she kind of goes tink, tink, tink to one of the horns. And the tail comes up and tink, tinks on the other horn.
He is pretty cool, I guess.
Oh, well, I mean, he took care of those problems for us.
Oh, he did. Oh, it was magnificent.
Yes, yeah.
And she's like replaying the whole, this is Aggro! As he, yeah.
Hold person, release hold person 2 seconds after he goes over the cliff. Just to hear him scream before he hits the lava.
Nice.
Great.
Yep.
Wait a second. You got wings and no one panics, but I get wings and everyone freaks out.
Yes, but see, these are more appropriate than those celestial things that you have.
And I assume she was also conscious when it happened and could explain it.
There was that. It was
As
a
she
conscious
dies for
gift
him.
that was given.
Fine.
It was a conscious gift that I accepted.
I just, as someone who didn't ask or go seeking for and was forced upon, I don't know why anybody would want this.
I'm going into this eyes open. I know who and what I'm dealing with.
A lot of people usually think they know everything that they're getting themselves into.
Oh, I don't know everything I'm getting myself into, and I'm sure that there's going to be differences of opinion between us. But when a great whatever ancestor of yours happens to be an archdemon lord,
Well, that sounds handy.
yeah. As a matter of fact, if you're not a believer in any specific, he's looking for people who are willing to believe in him.
Is that to me or
To the group, and to Tassos especially. But she's looking at Tassos right now.
I'm gonna.
And there will be gifts.
We have we have enough of a belief in this family. Thank you, Dina. Though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my
Appreciate
dark
it,
cloud
but-
just comes up. My dark shadow kind of comes up as kind of like a no.
It's no pressure. Up to an individual's choice. I'm just saying, if you are looking for something or someone, right, there are options.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Huh? Yes. The word in the word of our they were my fire wings in your face, Yeah. I mean, one doesn't take down black dragons with fireballs without a little help.
I understand magic can be, or power in a sense really can be delicious.
Very.
But if it's anything like mine, more often than not, you're usually one step behind, and I just say,
As well, yeah. The goal right now is to get him freed. So.
that's
The more I do for him, the more he does for me.
I know that arrangement very well. Very well.
And again, I'm going into this with my eyes open. I have definitely in my life had worse arrangements. The unequal power.
Everyone's filling up on cheese.
I know what I'm getting.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Fair. Just to your question, any questions I can answer, or how this happened, but I probably won't much be help because I'm stumbling through the dark. She sits back down, like.
He's named me his champion. So it's a
I
give
burned
and
down a
take.
village. I don't know. you burned down a village. That's what
I
got.
tossed 10 people into a lake of lava.
I just meant that was his gift, as in he called me. I called you his champion.
Yeah.
He made me burn down a village.
I don't know. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, really, just for the one person. I don't care about the rest.
Well,
of them. But just for the one person.
Well, the other one. I mean, the one that Zell needed
The
to.
dick.
That was fun too.
Yeah, because she deserved
Oh,
it.
she was a bitch.
I didn't like that one.
No, I didn't either. I took great pleasure in that.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun trip. We should do that again sometime.
I know, but right now he wants worshipers. He needs people to worship him. Believers.
Am I getting a warlock feeling from her, or is that what I'm getting? Can I sense that
It's
at all?
adjacent.
Different?
Yeah, it's
It's a little different.
It's
So-
not there yet, but
that same transference of power, sort of everything she's describing, very much hits home.
Ari
I'm
keeps an
still
eye
working out the whole, is it a paladin or is it a warlock thing?
Nice. Awesome.
I'd shy away if it happens in voices. I'm just saying it can be super annoying. Yes, you can be super annoying and you can't control it. And he comes. Yes, you come all of the time. So I'm just saying that's one of. I don't know if yours would do that or not.
No,
but
I mean, I have to
One-sided
go
effect.
there and talk to him. He's kind of stuck in the lava. He doesn't, well, in the mountain. You
lava
know,
in the mountain.
yes.
So a
And-
volcano.
Yes, exactly. It's Mount Cormanda? And she
Well, I know
points
it
to, yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably all be familiar with
Yeah, because
with
that was near where the small red dragon tried to kill everybody. Yeah, that volcano, it's named for him. He's Cormanda that's stuck there. And he's rather tired of being stuck there. Can't say I blame him.
Well, I'm along for the ride wherever you guys need to go. I just need information around. And the more places I go, the more things.
Oh, so does that mean you'll come to Paelay with Dina and me?
I haven't been that way, and I could use some information that comes out of that way, and I look to Rhea.
I don't mind going myself. I'd like to try and meet up with my father.
I look to Demalagus if he's there. Kind of like, are you gonna come too?
I think it would be best if we stayed together, considering the danger
Mm-hmm.
and considering what happened with the dragon. That wasn't a coincidence. That wasn't an accident. That beast was here for a reason.
Ari hands the shell to Sel, probably sitting next to Demalagus. I feel like I get why this is useful. Dina explained it to me, but it just doesn't feel comfortable. But I figure we should have it around to us, and I'm getting a little sense of your your essence. And I just like tossed her the shell. So I know she's not here, but in story, like that's I give it to her.
I don't know, Ms., if you're still in chat. Do you have anything that you want to excuse me to add? Okay. And Randy, go.
All right. Okay. I think Zelkari would have probably at some point introduced herself, and probably explained a bit about being held aboard Chromage, the Dragonborn's pleasure yacht, for a year as his slave and plaything.
Mm-hmm.
Demalagus would also have added that Zelkari was instrumental in their escape as a mob was beginning to form, and even riding on the nightmares going out of town. I should say this in character. Even riding on our nightmares through town, we would have certainly, probably not all of us made it. But Zelkari was able to cast a spell to allow our mounts to run on water, which allowed us to circumvent, since we were already at the docks. We were able to escape over water, and they chased us a bit, but we managed to get away. If it wasn't for her, I don't think we would have made it. As far as the conch goes, she would probably take it and look quizzically at Demalagus. And what would he do?
Do you know what it does? Because it turns out you blow in it, and somebody who is like neutral will go away.
We saw it used during the fight.
Yes, I'm quite familiar with its workings.
Oh, sorry. Well, it feels weird. He doesn't. No.
The original concept we had when it was given to us was to give it to whoever is the most mobile in the party, because its range is a bit limited. At that point, I do have 3 spells that I can teleport myself around. Anyone topping that?
It's not my thing. Dina's like got flames popping from fingertip to fingertip.
Do we really want to trust me, though? Because, let's be honest, I want to use it. So let's probably not give it to me.
Yeah, so why don't I just hang on to it?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I mean, worst case, Rhea moves pretty fast around. That's kind of, I've seen her in and out and under surprise, getting right up close to people. So,
yeah.
Oh, yes, that reminds me, Rhea. That reminds me, I have a little trick for you. And I reach over and tap her on the shoulder and cast Greater Invisibility.
Where'd you go?
What?
Oh. Dina, don't be surprised. And she's going to go up and give Dina a hug. I love it. I love it.
The nice thing about it is that even if you do something like, I don't know, stabby, it'll stick as long as I stay concentrating.
I look fabulous in invisibility.
Yes, you do. And then I drop it.
That is amazing.
I want that.
You want to be invisible too?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on just a moment. I think I have enough spell slots to cast it. Yeah.
Courier walks in with
no,
some
I
mail.
don't. I can only cast it once.
I tried. Thanks, Rhea.
I can do it tomorrow, though, for you, if you want.
Oh, don't waste it. It's okay. I'll just pretend. I have good stealth. That's as good of invisibility as anything.
I'll find something else for you, dear. Oh, we can do twin lightning bolts, and I do the fist thing out to her with my ring and her ring.
I can't. It'll no. I just recharged this beauty.
Oh, no, don't cast it, but we can both do the twin lightning bolts, though.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Twins.
Awesome.
I don't know what that is.
Twin powers activate.
He's too young.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh my god.
Awesome. There's a courier that walks in, just minding his business, and drops off a couple of things at Rhea's place. Madam.
Thank you.
And there's some regular, mailings that you would expect here. Some events that Davin Stars are invited to. Some prestigious thing here. Some award for this there. There is a gosh, Adina, can you remind me? I'm so sorry of the contents of the message you sent to Thud.
That's advising him about the people in the gray cloak. Remember the people in the gray cloak?
Mm.
One of them was Thievery. Be on the lookout. It's very dangerous. If you see them, please let me know. Otherwise, be careful. If they should happen to turn up dead, that would be nice. But don't go after them. Gotcha.
Okay. So there is something in here from Thud. So you see that, Rhea. There's also a message from Theo, I think is the dad's name.
Oh, my dad's name? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From Theo, just to either one of you. Either you or Tassos. And yeah, so I'll let you handle that however you'd like.
I will just open both and read them both while we're just chatting.
Okay, neat. The one from Thud is addresses in the beginning. Tasso, he's met Tasso, so he has a message on there, addressing Tassos and Dina, care of. Just saying that he will keep a careful eye peeled for the people that she talked about, and thanks her for the concern and for the information, as that is always valuable, and looks forward to establishing a foothold in Paelay that will benefit them both.
After I'm finished reading it, I'll just sort of hand it to Dina so she can read it.
Okay. It has a slight thud smell to it too.
No, she's kind of reads it. She got this little smile on her face, like, you kind of missed that, man.
Aww.
Okay.
Neat. And then you open up and read through the one from your father, Ram. That it's a very it reads very businesslike, because he's not sure which of you, if you've returned yet. It does inquire as to basically it reads it's addressed to Rhea, but if you have not returned, then to Tassos, and Tassos, if she hasn't returned, find out what's taking her, what as he has some new requests coming in from Paelay. He only references one of them in this letter, for whichever of you is here to get started on. It's an item that is in Paelay, or information on its whereabouts anyways in Paelay, and it's a mirror of imprisonment, magic mirror, which you probably would be moderately well versed in some of the magic mirrors of the world. The imprisonment is a popular one. And the item and the prisoner are both of separate but equal value. They really only care about the mirror, but if there's another party that's interested in the prisoner. And he gives a contact's name, which I don't have in front of me. I promise I will give you this after.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Neat. It clicks for you, Reyes. You've definitely been through Paelay before. That a lot of the members of your party may not be familiar with the structure there, and that is an interesting structure. It's a desert city, and it's actually, there's a ranking system there per individual or per party. You choose upon entering, and you gain access to people and to places and to things as you work your way up in this ranking system. You work your way up, I mean, this is including wealth, magic items, connections with other people, as you and your family have done already. You're sitting at the top rank. But you complete jobs, quests essentially there that gain you these ranks. There's it's not quite like what's the term, like the Slayers take, and that it's not quite a guild of these things, but the whole city's run that way. So you're likely going to either have to enter as separate individuals that each gets their own glory, or likely, as you would be familiar with, the best way in this case would be as a party, with your names connected to a party, in which you can gain prestige all together.
If she shares this information with us, I may have a bit of a shortcut for us.
Oh. How's that?
The gentleman that sent the note should be becoming a member of the, is it ruling class, or a member of the ruling class in fairly short order.
All right. Would that work? Do we have an idea if that would help us get?
Yeah, you would probably be familiar with getting favors from those of the ruling class. So while it might not allow you to skip ahead, it would be a shortcut, and that you'd probably get started a rank higher than
Okay.
So
between her connection and my connection, we should be able to start a rank higher.
Yeah, you won't be go get the head of the cockatrice, or anything like that, and nothing too lamestream for you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll make sure that everybody understands that then. That way we have a plan going in.
If need be, I can always either go in ahead of everyone and make sure and secure the connection with him, reconnect with him, or send a message of some sort to get instructions on the best way to do that before we actually enter the city proper.
Does this mean we need to be a proper group then?
Aren't we already a proper group?
Well, it's been rather informal at the point so far.
Thought we were kind of a means to an end for each of us at this point.
Yes, our association was mostly founded out of a common enemy and a need to stick together for defense. However, since we've come under the service of Akari, we've gained considerable defense from that threat, at least so far. But we've stuck together since.
Mutually advantageous association.
Ma?
Yes.
I mean, if that's what it takes for us to get into Paelay and move around Paelay and find the people that I need to be looking for, then I'm in. We need to be a proper group.
Well, I'll say the previous, interactions I've had there, I've had my family name, so I haven't needed a group, but I feel like we probably will need to be part of one. So.
And Daxel, you know that whatever you need, I'm there for you.
I appreciate you so much.
Aw.
I'm gonna lean over and give her a hug.
Oh, all the
Because for the
hugs.
first time in her life, she's like, I'm gonna be the first to give you a hug. Okay, I'm done.
Awesome.
Okay.
Just as a huge crack of thunder echoes of so much so that it has this terrible vibrating to the walls of the house as it rumbles on and on and on.
Is that natural? Do I get a sense that this is magical, that there's something arcane about this?
Nothing arcane. Yeah,
I think
nothing.
Daxel's gonna run to the window just to go look.
Okay. You see, just on the edge of the city, there's this torrential downpour everywhere you're looking, but through the rain, towards the edge of the city, about 7 blocks away, you're watching the cloud touch down.
Oh crap.
And spiral and rumble as it hits the ground. Sounds like, a stampede of crazy dinosaurs.
So does it kind of have a slight train sound to it?
Yeah.
Crap.
Starts spinning around, wisping up different little bits of debris as it spins around and heads markedly towards your direction. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Said it was 7 blocks away.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's about 7-8 blocks away. And we'll also
Wait,
do.
Sorry, 7B or 7?
Oh, 7.
Okay.
7 or 8. Yeah.
Oh my god, I can see that far.
Yeah. Give me sight beyond sight. So we will do our end of the stream giveaway. Again, thanks all to the wonderful, amazing Dina, who is giving away the Search for Grog live poster from the actual live event. So please feel free to participate here. I'm going to try once more to do this. Let's see. Oh, I see. That's what I did. Okay. Ha ha ha, dance a fool. Alright, let's, why is that not just... Okay, I'm going to start this, so be sure to enter this only one time, as entering it more than once kicks you back out and disqualifies you. The keyword is Madbird. All together, one word. This enters you into a drawing for, again, the Search for Grog live poster, which is amazing. Oh, that's close, half donut, but it's just Madbird. And that should put you in. Oh, Nightbot.
Get those entries in.
Hey, Tumbleweed Tribbles, yay! Tumbleweed, we've got your artwork underway too, and it's looking pretty good. I've got another sneak peek, and it's awesome. It's nice to see you, Tumbleweed. That's so exciting. Oh, Nightbot, are you being ridiculous? All right, don't listen to Nightbot because it's clearly not letting everyone enter the things in. All right, we've got ooh. All right, staff, half down. All right, I wish I had a link to the poster. Can I link it from here? No, I can't. That's fine. It's awesome. You can take our word for it.
Let me see if I can. I believe I.
Or
have.
just go to Twitter. Oh.
Ah, yes.
I'll pull it up.
Okay. And Ms., were you gonna do that for your husband? Were you gonna enter if you're still here? Unless she had.
I know she wanted to. I think she might be with her kids at the moment, but I know she wanted to.
Okay, I will add that in.
Or do you want me to type it in and use mine for him? Or can you do it on your end?
I could do it. Yeah, I could do it on my end. It did, but yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, if it's for your husband, Ms., that's cool. He's a supporter, so.
Oh, it's not letting me put the link in. I hate this thing sometimes.
Ah, right.
I'm using the Twitch app,
Mm-hmm. Oh.
and so it's not letting me paste things.
Oh,
in.
yeah, no. The app is silly.
Let me see what else I can do here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I can't post a link to the image. Sorry, y'all.
Well, you have it on
But
your
it's
Twitter.
it's the Vox Machina Search for Grog that was done by Hugo Cardenas, the one that they were advertising with him pulling the card out.
And going,
Dance tweet. It's there.
Okay. And here we go. I think that's everyone that's entered now. So, the winner is Half Donut. Woo!
Yay, Half Donut!
All right. Very neat. Well, congratulations, Half Donut. Awesome, and thank you again so much, Dina, for making that happen.
Really.
Dina, you're amazing.
My pleasure. I mean, we had such a great time going. If you haven't seen the special yet, I highly recommend it. It's 5 hours long. I will tell you this, the chanting went on a lot longer than you will see on stream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it went on a lot longer, and it was audible outside of the theater.
Oh, amazing.
It was
Yes.
so, I mean, I only watched the stream, but it was so good.
It was an incredible experience, and this was something that we treated ourselves with, but we don't need 2 swag bags full of stuff.
Aw. Well, you're awesome, and it's very much appreciated.
Spreading the love.
Yeah.
Spreading the love. So Half Donut, get in touch with Dan and get him an address, a mailing address, and I will get that. He'll get it to me, and I will get it mailed out to you.
Awesome. So exciting. All right. Well, a huge thank you again, and welcome back, Victoria. It was so nice having you back. Yay.
I'm excited to be back.
Nice. It was wonderful to have you back. I'm looking forward to, we'll punch it up here a little bit. Paelay's kind of crazy town, so I think there'll be some fun stuff to get everyone into.
Dina needs Brea to teach her how to use her thieves' tools.
Nice.
So she can become proficient in them finally.
Awesome. Teach me on the way.
Exactly.
Awesome. And a big thanks to the tippers for this evening, as well as the subbers. I know there was at least 2 or 3, and I super appreciate that. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's good to feel, almost human again. Yep, good to have Anna and Victoria back, and just a blast. Can't wait till next week. Excellent. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful night, players. Thank you as always. Phenomenal. You're just the best. And thank you, viewers, as well. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for being part of the giveaway tonight, and just for all of your support as always. All All right. Hope you all have a wonderful night. Catch us every Friday, every Tuesday night here for Kier's Lament, our All Evil campaign, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then we have our other campaign, Stormfall, that runs every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And if I can get someone to DM and run me like a published campaign, I would love to have another night where we do this and I can be a player. And everything would be perfect. All right, take care, and we'll catch you all soon. Y'all rock. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.